Thank you, Mr. President, my colleagues. Adeni Ade Bomri Ondo Central. May I respectfully seek the indulgence of Mr. President to move my motion, as stated on the motion paper. I'm most obliged.
Senator Babangida Walen Kazori, you can second the motion. You can just second, but not to contribute. Just second.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I stand to support and highly recommend the motion as ably presented by Senator Adebomiri, SAN, for a road to connect Edo and Ondo State. Thank you, sir.
You may read your motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, my colleagues. I stand before you this afternoon respectfully to move the motion for an urgent need for the construction of Ode Omififosu Road in Idanre local government area of Ondo State to link Ondo State with Edo State. The Senate notes that Idanre local government area of Ondo State is historically renowned as one of the major cocoa producing regions in Nigeria, contributing immensely to the agricultural output, industrial base, and foreign exchange earnings of the nation since the colonial era. Also notes that the area, blessed with vast arable land and industrious farming communities, has over the decades sustained the cocoa value chain, serving as a critical source of livelihood for thousands of farmers, traders, and allied agro-industries, yet suffers from glaring infrastructural neglect, particularly in road connectivity. Aware that the Ode Omififu Ofosu Road, which traverses several agrarian communities in Idanre local government area, provides the most direct and economically viable route linking Ondo State with Edo State and the South-South corridor of Nigeria, thereby making it a strategic route for the evacuation of agricultural produce, especially cocoa, palm produce, plantain, and timber. Observes that despite its strategic importance, this vital corridor remains in a deplorable state with no functional or motorable federal road connecting Idanre to other parts of Ondo State and neighboring Edo State, leaving farmers and traders to endure untold hardship in transporting their produce to local and export markets. Also observes that during the rainy season, the road becomes completely impassable, effectively cutting off several farming settlements, inflating transport costs, discouraging investors, and leading to post-harvest losses of thousands of tons of agricultural produce that could have boosted the local economy and enhanced national revenue. Worried that the continued neglect of this vital route has rendered the people of Idanre and adjoining communities economically isolated, despite their enormous contribution to Nigeria's non-oil export sector, thereby worsening rural poverty and undermining national objectives of inclusive growth and rural development. Also worried that the situation also contradicts the federal government's commitment under the National Development Plan 2021 to 2025 and the Renewed Hope Agenda, both of which prioritize rural infrastructure, agricultural expansion, and interstate connectivity as drivers of national productivity and economic diversification. Cognizant that the construction of Ode Omififu Ofosu Road will not only ease the movement of goods and people between Ondo and Edo states, but will also open up new opportunities for agro-processing, tourism, and local enterprise, while significantly reducing travel time, vehicle operating costs, and accident risk. And believes that a well-constructed and maintained Ode Omififu Ofosu Road will accelerate the pace of rural development, restore the economic vibrancy of the cocoa belt, enhance security through improved accessibility, and ultimately contribute to Nigeria's broader economic transformation agenda. Accordingly resolves to 1, urge the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to, as a matter of utmost national importance, include the construction of the Ode Omififu Ofosu Road in the 2026 capital budget and ensure prompt commencement of the project.
Senator Wadada, resume your seat.
Also urge the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FAMA, to immediately undertake remedial and palliative works on the existing earth road to make it temporarily passable pending full-scale reconstruction. 3, further urge on the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to collaborate with the Ministry of Works, Federal Ministry of Works, to prioritize road projects that enhance agricultural value chain development, including the strategic corridor. And lastly, mandate the Committee on Works to engage with the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing and FEMA to ensure strict compliance with this resolution and to report back to the Senate within 8 weeks for further legislative action. I so respectfully move. Thank you, Mr. President.
Specifically for our people. And this motion is apt and touches on the basic things that the communities need to survive. Apart from the road being a means of accessibility and interstate connections, he pointed out clearly that agricultural products, specifically cocoa, is being hindered by the inaccessibility of this road. So I'm urging the Senate and everybody to support it. Meanwhile, I would like to remind us a little bit about the issues that we have about roads and motions that we have moved thus far in this 10th Senate. The first ever motion that was moved after the inauguration of this Senate was moved by Senator Nwebonyi on urgent need to repair a particular road in Ebonyi. The third motion that was moved in this 10th Senate was by Senator Baron Piggy about a road in Eleme. When those two motions were moved, the first one was an ad hoc committee was set up to investigate and see that the Eleme road, this first road, the Eleme section, was acted on. Till today, they were given 4 weeks. I was part of that committee. Till today, that committee never submitted any report. Then motions upon motions about roads were moved. And another committee was set up to collate important roads in different constituencies from distinguished members. Another ad hoc committee headed by Senator Yahya Abdullahi was set up. That committee collated till today, no report was submitted, nothing came out of it. We are aware that currently the President and the Minister, using the Ministry of Works, is constructing several roads. No doubt about it. However, we have specific roads that traverse our communities that is of urgent importance that we all, in several instances, have moved and nothing was done. I had opportunities to interact with the Minister of Works, and his complaint has always been funding. That yes, the National Assembly can need all the roads in the world, but there are no funds to execute it. We all know that the Minister of Works has shown capacity and is everywhere. But if funding is not provided, it means that those roads, we will all come here and do administrative exercise, move motion, say prayers that will not be answered. It is always important when we go into these prayers, let's say prayers that will be answered. It's not about just saying prayers and upon prayers. So I'm urging us, while I'm supporting this motion, when we get to the prayer side, let it not be urged this to do that and it ends in the table of the administrative officers and nothing is done about that. If we eventually want this thing to be done, let us go a little bit further to move, say prayers and follow it up. This National Assembly is saddled with the responsibility to do appropriation. Not then we go to prayers and we say urge Ministry of Work to put money to execute a particular road. Then what is our duty? Mr. President, I'm sure this is very clear to you. With the envelope system, if we take this motion the way it is going to end up with like 100 other motions that we have taken here and nothing was done about it. So I urge us conclusively that when we move to the prayer, let us pray, say the kind of prayers that will be answered, not prayers that is impossible to be answered. I so submit.
This motion ably moved by Senator Adegbomire. I also would like to align myself with what has been said by Senator Osita. Quite a number of our roads across the country requires the attention of the Minister of Works. Some of the roads that are ongoing needs to be completed, like my Lagos-Badagry road. They've been on it for quite a while, but that road is yet to be completed. Amongst other roads that have been mentioned by senators in this Honorable chamber, I want to please crave the indulgence of the President, not only to list out or to read out the prayers that have been said in this motion, but again to also mandate, if need be, invite the Minister for Works as we prepare for the 2026 appropriation, for him to come and speak with us as to why some of the roads that have been listed, some of the roads that have been sent to the ministry for its attention have not been attended to. We cannot come here all the time to come and be talking about roads that, of course, we don't come here to talk about them if our people, and Nigerians, are not raising issues about those roads are not motorable for them. We cannot continue on this trajectory. Therefore, Mr. President, I crave your indulgence to please seek the attention of the Minister for Works to enable him pay attention to some of these roads that we have talked about in this Alo chamber. I so submit, Mr. President.
Support this motion raised by our distinguished Senator Idanre, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I'm saying this because Idanre is a well-known destination to me. Idanre is the place that is producing the largest volume of cocoa in the whole of Western region. And apart from that one, Idanre is a city, a marvelous city, let me put it that way. The promoter of this motion did not mention it. Even for the sake of tourism, for the sake of a magical landscape, for the sake of improving the tourist sector of our economy, it is important for us to connect a place like Idanre, to make it very, very motorable. I will end by saying that the Senate President should go into adopting this motion in totality. I so submit.
Now let's go to the prayers. All the Federal Minister of Works and Housing, to as matter of utmost national importance, include the construction of the Ode Ofuso Road in the 2026 capital budget and ensure prompt commencement of the project. Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. I urge the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to collaborate with the Ministry of Works to prioritize road projects that enhance agricultural value chain development, including this strategic corridor. Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Mandate the Committee on Works to engage with the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing and FEMA to ensure strict compliance with these resolutions and to report back to the Senate within 8 weeks for further legislative action. Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Any additional prayer? No additional prayer. So let me commend Senator Ayodele Adeniyi for bringing forward this motion. It shows the passion he has for the upliftment of the lives of his people, enhancing the infrastructural structure of his area, which is what is needed this time around to develop our country. Please continue on this very good trajectory of service to your people. And Senator Osita, resolutions are not, they are just advisory. You cannot compel the executive arm of government to act on resolutions. What is persuasive? So we should persuade them, and it's good to persuade them to do this, because when you say we should do that here, the amount you have within your own envelope will not be able to execute jobs, construction works that are worth maybe 500 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion. So we need the collaboration of the executive to do that. And in so many cases, we have passed resolutions of this nature, and they were taken into account during the budgetary process. The only thing we say is that The executive should continue to help in addressing whatever we send to them. They've been doing, particularly this current administration. Several roles that we passed resolution to get attended to, they've been actually they've gotten the attention that we sought. So we hope that that trend will continue. And I'm sure Mr. President will continue to do that because he's also determined to change the infrastructural fortune of this country for the better, to allow for prosperity to reign in our nation. So we commend him for what he's doing. Thank you very much. Okay, there's a typo here. Housing was added, so take note and get the housing out of it. It's no longer Minister of Works and Housing. Minister of Works, housing is different. So get that corrected. Leader of the Senate, can you move for the leader? We can move for adjournment.